So very formal good morning to all of you, and nice to see you after the Deepavali vacations. I hope you had a very good Deepavali with lot of sweets without crackers this time. So there is a ban on the crackers. So, but still there are other ways also to celebrate the Diwali and to uh, you know do the things which whatever you want to. So there were 4 days gap in between. I wanted to take class yesterday itself, but I saw that you guys are not in mood, especially the girls and the ladies, those who want to wish their brothers. So I thought that not to disturb you. And, I hope you all had a very good Deepavali. Fine. So today we have again assembled to just proceed further with the uh, further exercise, or you can say further taking further the course. And I can see 45 people have joined, and it's not good that we should keep on delaying the things and join class very late, because it's ultimately, I think still the festive season or the festive things are not off till the time people are still enjoying, or they are trying to enjoy more. So that may be one of the reason. But yeah, anyways, we will proceed further. Now there are 52 people. So let us now proceed further with the class, and would like everyone to switch on their videos. Neha, Runir, Ashima, Manish, Chitranshi, they have not yet switched on their videos. So attendance will not be marked if you are not on your videos. I don't know what is going on the other side. So we must actually be attentive towards the class and be sincere enough to just follow the instruction whatsoever. Anyways, so we studied about what is meaning of research in the last class itself. So anyone from you, can you please revise what is being taught in the last class so that we can proceed further, taking a lead from that? Yes, come on. Anyone? What has happened in the last class regarding what is research, what we have discussed? Should I ask some of you, especially those who have not on their videos? Yeah. Neha, Neha, Ronier, Neha, Ronier, are you there? Yes, Neha.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What was the what we have studied in the last class? I have shared the videos also for benefit of all of you.
Sir, actually there is some network issue. That's why my video is not coming.
So no problem. You can answer this question. I hope you have studied enough to answer this, and you were in the class also before. If not, you might have seen the
Yes.
video also during the day.
Sir, actually your voice is not coming, sir. Am I audible?
My voice is not coming.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Carry on.
So there
Yes.
is disturbance in the background. Sorry to interrupt, but there is so much disturbance. I can't hear anybody clearly.
Once I am muting all of you, and please unmute yourself only when you have to say something. Yeah. Yes. Yes, Neha.
Hello.
Yes,
Sir, am
ma'am.
I
We studied
audible?
in the last class.
Sir, am I audible?
You are audible, no problem. Carry on.
Okay. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. So what was studied, what we studied in the last class, please tell that.
Last class we studied about research. What is research? Uh, and what is research about? How we define research? So, for the research is uh, to know from to known to unknown process. It's like if we have already have any research or any theory, or we can say we redefine or redefine that process or process of research. That is a, like if we have any we have done already, so we take something new, we invent something new from that research. That is a research from me, from my side, sir.
Ashima Sharma. Those who want to answer, they can raise their hands. Yes, Ashima.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. So what we studied in the last class, Ashima? Can you
Sir,
add up
in
what
last class we
just
studied
Neha
about
has
this.
told?
Sir, please.
Yeah.
Sir, in last class we studied about research and the types of research, classification of research, and methodology of research.
We have not talked about types of research in last class.
Okay.
Ashima, were you there in the last class?
Sir, before Diwali, last class were there.
Yeah. So were you there were you present in that class?
Yes, sir, I was present. But actually, I was logged in from my computer PC, and in that PC, the microphone and video is not microphone and video is not available. That's why I was not able to on my video. Now I am logged in from my laptop, sir.
Still, you're not at all visible.
Okay, sir.
And whatever you have, I never talked about the types. Neither I talked about the methodology of research in the last.
Raj.
Yes, Ritu Sharma.
Last class, we spoke about the mutual learning, first of all, that how we need to work together to do that. Second, we also spoke about the agendas and the objectives. So we talked about a definition, objectives, types, process, criteria. So that was just an introduction. Then we also had a quick discussion on what is a research. And then all of us had contributed to some ideas. And then you had also given us different perspectives of how the Oxford Dictionary says and the Novice perspective. And I guess we also spoke about the graph of the knowledge and the concept generation graph. I've just taken
That
some
is
of them.
most important, that how the knowledge is created.
Exactly, right.
That's
So
the genesis. That's what I
graph.
was looking forward for. That is the genesis of how we do research. Yeah, come
Right,
on.
right.
What
So
else?
we had quite good discussion onto that graph for some time. And then you have also given us a brief, a very quick overview on the engineering and scientific research, then social research, scientific research, and we also closed our class onto the motivation of research. So that was something we were still high on the note on, what actually motivates us to research. So
Absolutely.
I think
because there are various types of motivations for variety of people. So you have completely given the overview of what happened in the class. Amazing. That's
notes.
really very good.
I'm making notes of every class. So
That is what is required. So should I just make everyone compulsory to prepare your notes and send it to me on the Teams every day? Would that be okay? Because I can see many people are there, those who just put the videos on and then afterwards they vanish. I don't know even what they are doing behind the scene. So that is what is, and this is a PhD coursework class, and in this class you will get insights. I will not give you the things which are already there on PDF. What we will be doing is we will be discussing. So some things will be put in the mind. So you will be, your mind will be on work. It will be attentive, and that state is needed because it's a question of my university's image of teaching about research, and the future is in hand of all the guides and especially in hands of all the scholars like you. Okay, so what we are expecting is that you do a good quality research, which should be recognized all over the world. It can happen only when we actually put our hands together, put our heads together, and then put our hearts also together. So hand, heart, head. These all things have to work hand in hand. Then only we can come up with a good quality of research. And that's what we discussed, that how we have come up, how we can come up with it. So, Sukriti, anything you want to add, please add.
Sir, nothing new to add. Actually, Ritu ma'am already summarized the class. Basically, I also wish to say this only, that first of all, you asked us few questions and incited us that what we think is research all about. And after all the discussion, we reached to a conclusion that it is about we first collect the information, we analyze the information, and we try to reach to a conclusion which would contribute to the society, a conclusion which will helpful to the society, and then we moved on to the scientific research and social research.
So can anyone tell what is the topic I'm going to take today? I showed that slide on that day itself. What is the topic I'm going to take today?
Objective of research.
No. Motivation and definition we have done this.
Sir, objective of
What you
research.
said, Sukriti?
Sir, I did not say anything.
Arey,
Sir,
Pooja,
objective of.
kya kar rahe yaar, please? Yeah, Sukriti, you said something what I'm about to take today.
Sir, not me. I think somebody else is telling.
Of research.
What?
Sorry?
Is it objectives of research?
Who is this?
Objectives of research.
Sir, objective of research.
So who is speaking? Actually, I'm not able to make it out. Neha, you are there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Neha, you are very correct. We are going to take
Smita is here.
objectives of
I'm
research.
speaking objectives of research.
Yes, you are correct. We will be going to take the objectives of the research. So just to start with, again, with a question to all of you, what are the objectives of a research? What are the objectives and how will you make it out? Yes, anyone? Any one of you? What are the objectives of the research?
The research objective describes what the research is trying to achieve.
Okay. What else?
The research objective says that why we are going to do this research, what end we are going to receive from this research at the completion of the research.
Okay. What else?
And next one is research must be connect with the society, sir. Means the value of the research is must useful for our society.
Very correct. Very correct. Yes.
Objective gives a purpose to research. If there is no purpose, why we are doing that particular research?
If I ask you, what do you mean by objective? What can be the probable answer?
So what is the necessity, sir?
What I am expecting.
We can call it as.
What I am expecting
we
to
do
get at the end.
Just one by one, please.
So we can say objective means actually what is the main intention of doing it.
Hold on. Who wants to say, please raise your hands.
Yes, sir.
Raise your hands virtually. Yeah, Sukriti, you want to? Yeah, please continue.
Sir, what is the purpose of research? When we talk of the word objective, it takes us to the purpose. Why? What is the reason and the purpose we are doing it? So that would be my answer for objective.
Okay. Yeah, Sarvesh, you want to say something more? Sarvesh.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, actually, it's like what we are going to investigate and what we are trying to achieve our goal. So that's why it is objective must be very
Sarvesh,
clear.
not without your video. Not without your video at all. It is a rule of the
Sir,
class.
actually, my webcam, actually, I have mentioned in chat box also, my webcam is not functioning properly. That's why my
Then you
video is
please
not
get
visible.
the system corrected first. This is at the priority. You should get it corrected. Okay. Anyways, for today, I'm allowing you. Yeah, come on, contribute. Yes. Yes, Sarvesh. Yeah, Anand
Sir, actually,
ji.
problem of internet is also here in my
Fine.
village.
Anand ji.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yes, Anand ji.
Sir, we can say the main object, we can call research objective means what is the purpose of doing it, why we do it, okay, what is the necessity, and when we come for the output, we can say outcome of it. We call, in my purpose, we can say someone said that at last what we'll be getting, that I can consider as an outcome. But before coming to outcome, first we need to know why it is, what is the purpose of it, and why we do it, and what is the necessity, and how it will be helpful for the society. So that we can consider as an objective in my purpose, in my
Fine.
perspective.
Anu Prakash.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. According to me, an expectation of my research for fruitful for society is in the terms of objective.
Okay, so how fruitful it is in the terms of society, that what is your objective. Excellent, very good and precisely said. Yeah, Smita. You can
Sir,
put down
according to me,
Yeah.
objective for me, sir, is what we aim to achieve at the end of the process of research. What we aim to achieve, because sometimes we get outcome which we have not realized that we will get this at end. But initially, what we aim to achieve, that is an objective we set before proceeding for a research.
So, do you want to say that aims and objectives are one and the same thing?
Somehow.
No.
Okay. So, Nikhil Ranjan. Nikhil ji.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
Yes,
what
sir.
is your opinion?
Sir, according to my opinion, in any research, there is not a single objective, sir. There are many more objectives in any research. Like if I'm add this, so sir, yes, if research is not fruitful for the society, so that is not actual research. Definitely, any kinds of research is connect with our society and useful for our society.
Okay.
Second one, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Nikhil. Thank you, Nikhil. What, Bhuvnesh?
Okay.
Bhuvnesh Mathur. Ritu madam.
Yes, sir. I feel aim is a larger goal, whereas objectives could be multiple. So generally, I've observed this, that the aim is only one in any study, but objectives are multiple. So objectives are kind of probably trying to explore or the diversified ways the research could be helpful. But aim is very focused. It is to the point that what exactly are we going to do now with this process? That's what I feel it's going to be.
Yeah, Anant, you want to conclude? Yeah, Manoj ji. Yes, Manoj sir.
Yes, sir. The objective means what we are intended to achieve after completion of the research. And it is linked with hypothesis too. Like objectives are linked with hypothesis, and when you prove that the hypothesis is correct, then only we can proceed for the further research.
Here I will differ because hypotheses are not proved. Anyways, that we are going to a different way. But Manoj, you are correct to the extent we are proceeding further. Means we
Yes.
have some target, we have to achieve something. That is the
Yes.
aim which we want to, the target which we want to hit with the various type of things. But
Yes.
here the hypothesis thing which you have said, I differ from that. We will discuss when we will be discussing what hypothesis is and how do we take it up further, right? So that
Okay,
is
sir.
for sure will be taken care of. Okay. So
Yes.
yes, Anant, you want to say something?
No, sir, already done.
Already done.
It was
Great.
the
Your
last
hand
hand
was
raise.
still raised, so I thought that fine. So
Acha,
Amit Kumar,
I'll be checking, sir.
fine. Amit Kumar. Amit Kumar Thakur.
Yes, sir. I want to say one thing. Hello.
Not without
Am I
video,
audible, sir?
not without video, Amit
Am I,
ji. Yes,
am I
Amit.
audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible.
Sir,
And please, whenever you are on the screen, please don't let light come from your backside. It will hide your
okay,
face.
sir.
Yeah.
Actually,
Tell me, Amit.
sir, as I think about the objective of research is that we have to find some new insights into the phenomena. One thing
Okay.
is, sir, as I and whatever is behind the process, so that part we want to know, and which will be beneficiary for the society also.
Okay. Fine. So, anyways, let me just take it up further. Uh, when we were kids, we just aspired to become something in our life, isn't it or not? So we always had something that, okay, we want to do something in our life, and I would like to be a pilot. And when we used to see the flying plane, we used to say, I would like to be the pilot. And you please ask Anantji, you ask your kid what he wants to be just now. Call him and just ask what he wants to be. Come on, call him.
Sir, she is 4 years old. She can't say no.
No problem. At least she would be having something in her mind, doctor or whatever means. She would have seen some doctors to just inject the. And people at the 4 years, they want to be teachers actually. But when they grow, nobody wants to be teacher because they understand, they know that teachers will not earn more money.
Yes, sir.
Am I correct or not?
Yes, sir.
It is a fact.
Yes, sir.
At the small age, because they have seen teachers teaching them, they all aspire to be a teacher. What you want to be? मेरे को वो वाली मैडम बनना है. And the favorite teacher whom they have seen influencing them, right? They want to be that. And that's the true thing which happens. If you ask the kids at this age, that is the aim. That is the aim, and in the same way, it is related to the aim of our research also. Okay, so when we just at the small age, we aspire to be astronaut because we see the stars in the sky, and we learn we want to be a doctor, we want to be a teacher. Teacher is the, and or any other successful person which somebody wants to be police also. my child wanted to be a police. Why? Because he was fascinated in the life of the police, and as such, he used to see movies and all those things, right? So these are the aims of a person's life, which he wants to achieve in the lifetime. So there is a lifetime of the research also. Whatever he aspired to achieve in the lifetime of the research itself is what we call is the aim of the research. So today's agenda is to understand how the objectives of the research are formulated. So while we will be doing so, all of you have a collaborators all together. The next step will be to freeze out certain aims and objectives. Just sit with the collaborators, freeze out certain aims and objectives on the basis of the today's class, which what we will be studying, that how to frame it out. That is very, very important. So today's class target is we will learn how to frame our objectives. So let me take you further to the presentation. Right. If you see here, if you can see one graph, there is one graph over, you can say this is one, not a graph, it's a diagram, that from where these objectives, from where these insights come to us that we want to achieve something. So we have something grounded in us. So those teachers, those little small teachers who have aspired to be teachers at the age of 4 years, you might have seen they have started giving some notes to their parents, also writing it on the wall. If you come to my house, my entire wall is ruined. But I have never stopped my kid. Okay, you do whatever you want to do. Maybe on the wall, maybe because this is a creativity that has to be inculcated at this small age. So there is something you learn. So if you see this particular graph, I hope you can see my cursor, right? So this is a line. This is a line of knowledge. You can see there is something which what you know, and there is something else to be explored which we want to know. So the journey from what we know to what we want to know is the objective, and these should be kept in mind while we are setting the objective. So what happens that the research objective is something which we do not know. If you see one over here is a research objective which we actually want to know, and why we want to know it, because we do not know about it. So there is something to be revealed about this objective which has to be there. But the background of what we want to know lies in what we already know. We cannot start with something which we do not know anything about. Can we do a research on that? Can I ask engineering person to do a research in commerce? No. A commerce person also cannot do anything and any research in engineering. So first most requirement of setting of an objective or the aim or a target is we must be having some knowledge. We must be having some knowledge that is a base of starting the research, and then we try to reveal the unknown from the known. It has to be out of the knowledge which we have, and then the step of revealing the unknown to the relieving the unknown from the known starts, and before that, before we freeze it, we must be having this fourth step that it must be useful for the society. There may be various things which we know and which we can further know afterwards also, in which the step of known to unknown proceeds, but it will happen only, it will not happen unless the things are useful to the society. Okay, so that is a process which we have just now. That's why I just asked you that, okay, how we are actually proceeding, how we are perceiving the objectives of the research, or how the research objectives are to be taken care further. Right now, over here, the research objective is the primary aim. This is the primary aim, actually, what we are talking of. It is a primary aim while carrying out the research, where you can find the general questions such as what are the aims, how do they differ from the objective. This is now again one thing which I just now found that one of you were saying that the aims and objectives have to. Then I asked it, is there any difference? So the word aim is often confused with the objective, I say, as both talk about what an individual or entity or organization. So this is something which is related to what organization, what a research, or here what we call is our target is our research. So research work is what we aspire to achieve. That research work is the most important thing which we want to go for. So both are desired results of the work performed by an individual, but there exists some difference. So these are may it be aim, may it be objective. Both are desired. Both we want to perform. Both we want to do. But there are certain differences are there between aims and objectives. Okay. Anyways, let me ask you what are the differences between the aims and the objectives? Anyone? Any one basic difference between aim and the objective? Anyone?
Sir, we can say aim is what we want
knowledge.
to do.
Yeah. Just raise it. Bhuvnesh Mathur.
Yes, sir.
And especially those who have not got a chance to, speak.
एक बार बता दें क्या, फिर अगर
yes
comparative.
Yes, Bhuvnesh ji.
तो फिर लेकर ही जाए आ जाए अपने.
Sorry.
सर भवानी प्रताप सिंह अनम्यूट है और वो फोन पे बात कर रहे हैं इसलिए डिस्टरबेंस हो रहा है.
मैं एक बार वापस से, this is wrong, something you should take care of, because while taking the class we should not do anything else. Now I have muted everyone. Now yes, Bhuvnesh, would you like to say something? Mr. Bhuvnesh Mathur. Anyway, Anu Prakash.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
According to me, aim is just like, and the objective is what you want to actually know.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. What else?
Good morning, sir.
Else? Aim is?
Sir, aim is what we hope to achieve, and objective is what we do to achieve that thing.
Aim is what we
want to achieve.
Please a bit louder.
Sir, aim is what we want to achieve, and objective is what we do in order to achieve that aim.
Okay, excellent. Very good. Anyone else?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Aim is our goal, and objective is how to achieve our goal.
So that is what just now it has been told.
Sir, what we want to become, this is our aim, and how we can achieve our aim, these are the objectives. Matlab, we prepare the points to achieve our aim. These are called objectives.
Okay, fine. So let us just discuss it further. The good insights you are having. So let us just discuss it again. I'm just going to the presentation again. Yeah. Hope it can be seen. Now both are the desired. You are very correct. Somebody has just now told that aim in the general is a general statement of expected outcome, whereas objectives are the steps taken to accomplish the aims or the goals of a company, right? So research objective is a primary aim while carrying out the research, where you can have a general question such as what are the aims and how do they differ from the objectives. So this is what is what we want to study or what we want to do, right? So if you build a house, so what, let us just take a very good example or just a basic example which everyone and anyone can understand. So if we built a house without any foundations, what will happen? It's an obvious thing that either the foundation, first of all, you will not be able to make it up. Anyhow, if you are able to make it on the basis of the weak foundations, it will collapse. So your thesis is also the same thing. So means if you fail to build the proper foundations, if you fail to have you can say the pillars on which entire research is standing, it will not work until unless we make it up. Okay. So your aims and objectives are those foundations which we have to prepare on the basis of which the entire research is standing. So, and fixing up of these objectives are of foremost important. So if we write our aims and objectives clearly, then it will be very, very easy for those people, those who are going to assess us, or to in front of whom we want to put our research, or better I say in front of the entire world. If we want to just put it up, then it has to be very, very clearly designed. So clarity is one of the most important thing which must be there for any aims or the objectives. So there has to be clarity. May it be aims or may it be objectives, there has to be a clarity in the same, right? So let us just discuss about the differences between the aims and the objectives. Okay, so I have just adopted it from this keydifferences.com. This particular chart was there. So I found it very good, and it was linked to whatever we are studying. So I just took it as it is from there itself for discussing it with all of you. So first is the basis. So the first is the meaning. The aim is the ultimate goal which an individual or an entity is striving to achieve. So this is what we aspire, what we want to do. Remember, I have just now told you about that when we are small kid, we have certain things which we want to aspire, which we want to do, which we want to achieve. So that is the aim. Now, objective is something a person or entity seeks to achieve by continuously chasing it. So what objectives tells us? Objectives are the pathways to achieve the aims, better I say. So after completion of one objective, we will be going for the second objective, then we will going for the third objective, then we will be going to the fifth objective. So we can say that these are the milestones. The objectives are the milestones to achieve the aims. Okay, so what does it addresses? The aim addresses the long-term outcome, what we want to be, what we want, what we aspire, and at the same time the entire big goal is divided into certain milestones which we have to achieve. So milestone is a shorter approach. You can say the short outcome to achieve the big aim is the objective. So we have to keep in mind the objective in order to achieve our big target or big aim. Now what it actually is. So aim is a general direction or intent of an individual, of a company, or a researcher, and specific goal of an individual, of a company is the objective. So what is there? So aims actually gives us the direction in which we have to move. If we will not be having any aim, we will not be having any direction. It will be just like a ship which is sailing in the sea. Okay, so it is like that. So, but if we have a direction, if we have some targets where we have to move, what we have to achieve, and we will start moving in that direction, then only the thing will happen. Means it is actually you can say a compass. If you are in a sea, the aims are the compass which will tell you that you should move in this direction, and it will also tell you, please do not get deviated from that direction, which normally happens when we are doing research. So it happens that when we are there on Google to search, or when we are there on internet to search something regarding our own subject, we get deviated, and the way we started and the way we ended, it's totally different. Am I correct or not? Yeah, please respond. Am I correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
So
Yes,
what
sir.
the thing
Yes,
is, this
sir.
aims will tell you the direction. Oh, no, this is not my target, and I should not get deviated. So again and again, and I would like, and this is a practical thing which I have also done while I was doing my PhD, that whenever your topic and title is freezed, please write it on a wall where you are really visiting. So here in my office, I have written some objectives, some things which I have to do. So those are my aims and targets. So I have written it in front of me. Whenever my vision goes over there, it reminds me of not to deviate anywhere else, just to focus on that target, what I want to achieve. In the same way, in the research itself. So we all have a target of achieving something in this 6 months. That is the collaborative paper which you are doing along with your collaboration. That is seriously to be taken, right? It is not just a collaboration which is useless and which will not happen. So it has to happen, because that is the outcome of this coursework which we are pursuing. So that target you have to write in front of you in this 6 months. Believe me, if you are able to achieve that particular target in 6 months, that will provide you immense confidence in order to achieve the targets in future too. Okay, so that is a direction. So specific goals are the short-term steps towards achieving that particular target or the goal which we have. Okay, now this is the concern of the aims are the purpose for which we are doing the research, or you can say we have just talked about in our introduction that how this research will be useful. So that is a purpose. and objectives are for the achievement. These are concerned that we should keep on achieving these one by one and achievement of this objective. With the achievement of these small objectives, we will be able to achieve our purpose, that is the aim. Now further, what is to be achieved is described by the aim, and how it is to be achieved is the objective. Just now one of you just told about that, what is to be achieved and how is to be achieved. These are the steps, these are the modus operandi, that how will you achieve that, how will you approach that target. Okay, and one more important thing is aims are not time bound, but the objectives have to be time bound. That's why there is a time of limit of doing this PhD, that is 4 years you are having over here. After 4 years you must achieve your aim also, but objectives also. So objectives are time bound, and if you are not meeting with the time of the objectives, then your aim will become more farther. Okay, so it has to be time bound. Further, the aims are not measurable. It is sometimes impossible to measure the aim, but if you are having objectives, the objectives are measurable. This is actually a big picture. In research, if we see, the aims are also measurable, objectives are also measurable. Rather, aims are measured with help of objectives only, because aims are nothing but the objectives split it all together. If all the objectives are achieved and all the objectives are measured properly, then for sure your aims will also become measurable. So that is something related to your aims, right? So one more thing is why the difference between these is to be achieved. The difference between these is to be understand properly, because a lot of students actually fail to clearly articulate their aims and the objectives. Now let me tell you, one of the most difficult thing in research is to properly articulate your aims and objectives, because they themselves are not sure about what they are actually doing. So when we are not sure of what we are doing, we do not have a clarity of thought, and that actually hampers our the designing of our objectives. So if there is one thing which every PhD student hates, is that somebody asking you that what you are doing, that what is your target, what is your aim. So this is a fact that they're sometimes mostly because, and why they hate it, because they do not know actually what is being fixed for them. If the clarity of thought is there, it will be very, very easy for you to just discuss that what is your target. So the most important thing is, if you struggle to explain in the simple term that what and how it matters, means how your research and the objectives are contributing towards the society, why you are doing your research, then it shows that there is no clarity, and it is actually not syncing with your hand, heart, and your head. So if such syncing is not there, then you must redefine them. That is foremost important, that one should actually be sure about what we are doing, why we are doing, and then only you will be able to understand how we will be able to achieve that. Right? So let us just discuss about the research aims. What you are doing is the research aim. Just now we have discussed that what we are now, these things must have these characteristics. Okay, so there has to be a clarity. So you need to clearly describe your intentions and what is your aspiration, what you hope to achieve. Okay, these are the aims actually which you hope to achieve, which you are aspiring to achieve, which is by intention to achieve. Okay, and your aims may be your aim can be anything, means if you want to create a new theory, or you want to derive something out of the current existing things, because existing knowledge has to be used in order to create a new one. So if you want to create a new theory out of it, or something new formula out of it, or maybe some new equipment, or maybe some you can say those who are doing image processing, you want to come up with some innovation. Okay, so these all things are actually the intentions which you want to come up with. So and these intentions should be clear enough. You must be having a clarity about your intentions. Okay, and then further there is if you want to target something, so these are the target achievements which is there. If something is there in my mind, that is what the target I want to achieve. So I have to actually move in that direction. So there has to be some target in your mind which is to be achieved. And further, these are the promises. Now what happened? What is the promise in it? So when we are aspiring something and we have taken steps towards it, we have our guide also, who is able enough to just make us proceed towards our target. We actually promise to the entire world that this thing we will be coming up with. Okay, and you have to aspire for it with all sincerity, or otherwise, before starting your research, you have enough flexibility to tweak to your aims. If you think you are not able to achieve that, then those aims should not be the aims which are not achievable, because again, with the help of objectives, we try to measure it off. Okay, so just think as if your aim is your statement of intent. Your intention should come out of it. Okay, so this is something which is very, very important. And as they serve, and these all things, because that is the starting point, they serve as a starting point of the study. Yeah, I would request, please keep quiet those who are.
मैं तो काफी आप वाले, लेकिन डिफरेंशिएट कैसे करते हैं? वैसे ये जैसन कोल्ड इधर ही रखे दे रहे हो, बाद में आपको नीचे दे दूंगी, ठीक है? मैं इधर ही तो खाती हूँ, तो मुझे अगर पता चल जाता है आप वाले।
Yeah, Manoj ji, you want to ask something, sir?
Sir.
Manoj,
So my question is like,
yeah.
Yes, sir, I have a question, sir. My
Yeah,
question
please.
is like, how to measure the objectives? What are the mechanisms? Is it like comparing with the existing system is the measurement of objective?
You're very correct, and your question is very much valid. It totally depends on the objective which you have framed. When actually, while framing the objectives, this must be kept in mind that how will I be able to measure it. So don't worry, sir. We will come on that, and that is the purpose of making these collaborations and all. That when you will be framing your objectives, because everyone will be having a different objectives, right? So I cannot set one criteria on the basis of which you can be able to know that how the objectives will be measured. So it totally depends on. Suppose, for example, you have the one first objective is to just know about certain existing. Suppose you are doing it on blockchain. So your first most objective will be the clarity about the technology of the blockchain. So how will you achieve it? You will be achieving it by doing an immense literature review. What is existing? That's what I told you. We have to reveal the unknown from the known. So whatsoever is known, we have to keep on questioning it. So more you torture the existing knowledge, it will give you more outcomes. Right? So how it will be measured is a very difficult question, because it totally depends on what are your objectives. So suppose I've just now given you an example that your first most objective will be to just know about, right? So how will you know it? And what will be the target? So first most thing is how this technology works. How does blockchain technology works? So this is the first most objective you can have in your research, right? So how will you achieve it? How will you be able to measure it? The existing knowledge which you have, this will be a contribution towards it. What you will do? You will start studying what the blockchain is, what existing contribution it is making to the world, how this technology actually works. Okay, so these all things you will jot down in the form of a literature review. Okay, so and you will be quoting certain references from certain places, and there will be a concept paper. Now, how it will be measured? By preparation of a concept paper on it, which should be a different from whatsoever has been done till date. And this can be the objective of everyone now. The first most paper which everyone must write is a concept paper of the research work which you are doing. And the outcome is the writing of this concept paper itself will be sufficient enough to measure that you have now learned. You have now achieved that objective. Now, after writing the concept paper, there will be further things which are going to happen. Right? The variables will be identified, and it will be an indication towards achievement of your next objective itself. I hope I have answered you.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So there will be different type of measurement of the various objectives which will be. I'm coming on that how the objective. Now, actually, we were talking about aims. Now you have given about you have questioned me about the objective. That's why I just preponed this this answer to you. Anyways, thank you for your question, sir. So let me take you back to the present. I hope this presentation is still visible to all of you. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let us
Yes, sir.
further
It's
with the
visible.
research objectives. As already told, how are you doing it? Will be the objective. How will you achieve your big target? That is the aim you have done. Now, first, before this, you have to determine the scope of your research. Because before answering how are you doing it, the scope of the research has to be determined. It can be a geographical scope. It can be a knowledge-based scope also. It can be the scope, the tactical scope beyond which you cannot go. Okay, so the scope of the research first has to be determined, and then only you can proceed further. Now, these are the characteristics of the objectives, you can say. Now, what are the characteristics of the objectives as such? The characteristics of the objectives are just now, as you can see, it has to be specific, right? It has to be measurable. So these all are the objectives, you can say. Okay, so your aims means your aims is the answer of what you are doing, whereas how will you be able to do it is the answer to your objectives. Okay, what are the objectives? It totally depends on this. So before determining the objective of research, you should identify the scope of the work, as I have already told you, and after this only we can determine that what we want to achieve and what is the decision we have taken in order to achieve it. Okay, so objective are the concrete targets or the goals, you can say. These are the concrete targets and the goals which a researcher needs to fulfill during a time frame. So we cannot just continue our PhD forever. It is not like that. It is a never ending process, but at the same time I will tell you, research, of course, it is a never ending process. So a time when you will be ending your research, it's my personal experience. From my personal experience, I'm saying the time you will be ending your research, let me tell you, that will be the time you will be beginning your research. Because by the time you have learned how to do research with your PhD, and then afterward the things will happen and it will go on, which will tell you that how you have to do your research work. Okay, so objectives are the concrete targets, as I have given you, and objectives as act as an instruction. So what does objective do? Objective is an action point. I have told you. It actually tells you, it instructs the researcher what they need to do in order to attain the desired aim. So they have a short range perspective. The objectives are having a short range perspective, but these are the small steps which a researcher has to take in order to attain the long-term aim, you can say, right? So researcher's objective refer to the goals and the steps that a researcher will take. Okay, so when you jot them down, when you write your objectives, So there has to be these 5 characteristics. Actually, one more characteristic is there, that is it should be challengeable. That is also one of the part, but I have taken these as such, that the objectives must be specific. What we are talking about must be very specific. It should not be vague. So we have to talk in a very precise way, in a very clear way about what we are doing to do. It must be specific. Second is it must be measurable. How will you be able to measure it? Okay, and further, it has to be achievable also. So sometimes, like everyone whosoever is aspiring for the research, I can see you all are very much excited for pursuing your research work. But at the same time, let me tell you, when I started my PhD, I thought I will do something which no one has done, and I will achieve something which will be an innovation for everyone, right? So such type of things should not be there when we are talking about our PhD degree. I'm talking very practical. You are having entire life to do the research. As I've told you, the research is a journey which will never end. But particularly from the point of view of any project, any PhD, any research paper, your target, your aim must be achievable. Okay, so do not put certain targets which are not achievable, and it will be achievable only if it is realistic. Okay, so I'm doing something which will transform the man. Okay, मैं एक ऐसा फॉर्मूला बनाऊंगा जिससे आदमी गायब हो जाएगा. So people will laugh, right? So I think something has come out similar like this by a lot of research, because people used to laugh in the but at the same time, when we are talking of a time-bound research as our PhD or as our any project you have taken, writing any research paper, so the target must be realistic. It must be recognized. It recognizes the time and the resource constraint. Okay, so that has to be, and further it has to be time bound, right? So one more thing is it should be challenging also. So one needs to be as explicit as possible, and there should be no doubt about what you want to achieve by your aims and the targets, and there has to be a step-by-step procedure to just proceed it, and further one should not be ambiguous. Okay, so that is what is how we have to proceed. So at the same time, we must be careful not to repeat the methodology once again when we are just saying that we are writing our objectives. Okay, so objectives must comprise of all these things. So whenever you are writing any objective, you can evaluate your objective, that your objective must be smart enough. S specific, M measurable, A achievable, R realistic, and T time bound. There must be these objectives should be smart enough so that your research should not be bounded out by this. Okay, so sometimes your own objectives come as these milestones should be a milestone which are achievable. This should not become a stone of your way, which will make you put down. So this is something which is very important over here to know and understand. So here, if you see this is something a way that how your aim and your objective should be. So your aim should be the compilation of the objectives which you have determined for your research work. So when it comes to the specification, aims are a little bit vague while the objectives are very specific. Further, the aims and the objectives of any research must be concise, it must be brief. They are prepared in such a way that they should show a connection between what a researcher aspires and how the researcher will be pursuing it. There should be no contradiction between the two, and this has been seen that sometimes objectives are saying something else and our aim is something else. So this should not be in a different ways. So these should actually be in the same way that objectives, because objectives are the steps to achieve the aim. If the objectives are in a different direction, we'll never be able to achieve our aim as such. So this is what is to be taken care of, and we have to be more realistic, and we should be oriented towards our targets, particularly for designing our objectives. And sometimes it also happens that the aims are also changed in the light of the objectives. So whatever changes is to be done, you have these 6 months to experiment whatever you want to. Okay, so these 6 months are there for you to experiment, and I have given you one small project of coming up with a research paper, a good quality research paper, which has to be sent for publication in the 4th month of your semester. Okay, may this semester be a short semester, I don't know, but this is what is a target, so that it takes 2 months for you to just get the reviews also. Okay, so this is what is how we have to come up with our things, and there are certain ways of formulating the objectives. Now here we can just concentrate on these 4 things. If you see these 4 things, you will be able to understand how the objectives are to be framed. So first most objective is to get the familiarity with the new theory or an idea, or the extensive investigation leading to the to master each and every concept related to it. Just now I have given you example of the blockchain accounting, which Manoj sir has just now raised a question on it. So that should be the first most target of each and every research. So this is generalized. Okay, so these all 4 objectives are for any or every type of research. First, you have to be familiarized with the theories, or which is the existing knowledge. So what you can do in order to measure it, you can just have you can say the concept paper written on it. Second is to generalize the facts that you have studied for the specific class and implementation of that for the wide population. So whatever now you are going to do in the second most objective, it should be able to generalize, means whatever you are doing should be applicable to the larger population. It should be useful for the larger population whatsoever you are doing. Next is to find the relationship between the various events, factors. Now these things will again take you from generalizing to specification we are moving. Okay, and finally to draw a conclusion by conducting a rigorous tests, thereby formulating a hypothesis with solid mathematical proofs. Right, so this is something, and if you see it from the point of view, it is nothing but a invert, or you can say this is a funnel approach. We start from the generalization and we reach at the specification. So generalized ideas under the study, we start from it, then we formulate the problem statement, and then we come up what we know and what we don't know about the problem, then we reveal it out, and then we just proceed further with the specific study. When you will be doing this concept paper, the first most objective when we will be pursuing, then we will be able to understand that what is there which is unrevealed. Okay, and from there our purpose or the objectives will be framed, and the research questions which we are going to answer through research will be the final outcome of it. Okay, so these are the ways. This last slide is the crux of the entire thing which we have just now studied. These things, you can take a screenshot of this, or you can take a photograph of this. These are the things which you have to keep aside along with when you will be framing your objectives as such. Right, so thank you, and if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer that. So happy researching. Yeah, any questions you would like to ask? Any questions which you would like to ask me, you can. Yes, anyone? There is something in the chat box also. Yes, Rituji, you have some question, ma'am?
Yes, sir. More than a question, I was just wondering, since all the topics that you talk about are very intense, so can we just have few examples also from the next class? Maybe just one or two.
Yeah, surely. The next
Yeah,
class.
it will allow us to focus more
what
into
I will do is, rather I will ask Manoj sir to just prepare, because I have started with his example. Right, it is with his research. So Manojji, both of us will collaborate and let us see how will you be able to? This will be a great help to you.
Yes, sir.
Because because you will be having edge over everyone else, that your objectives will be freezed, maybe freezed, I mean to say, because you may change it afterwards also. But in the next class, I would like you to present some of the objectives on the basis of what I have just now told, that it should be the smart one. And the last slide, which I have told, that is foremost important. If you relate it with those, I think half of your work is done when you have framed your objectives, and 75% of your thesis is completed when you have written your synopsis, that how you will be able to achieve it, right? So this is, and Rituji, thank you for this, because this I was about to tell, but you have snatched it from me, and I liked it. So that actually shows the insight that yes, we are really able to do that. So this is what the pedagogy is. Otherwise, covering the syllabus, you can do it better than me. You can. I think most of you are much better presenters than me. You might be having because with the, and I have also taken most of the things from internet only, but the things I have synced with my mind and heart and hand, then only it is in front of all of you. I hope it convinces you. I hope you like this, and you will be able to implement it, because these are the insights, these are the things, and when we go closer towards our examples, we are able to apply it in a better way in our actual research. So that is what I want to say today. Okay, so let me take the attendance also from here itself, and we will sign off. And if you have any feedback regarding today's class, please write it in the chat box now itself, because afterwards it will not be possible. So any good or bad, whatever. Yeah, Sunil Kumarji, you want to say something, Sunil sir?
Yes, sir. Sir, like in A, we can
you're not
modify
audible,
in between.
You're not audible properly.
Hello.
A bit louder will be okay.
Actually, after fixing objective, I feel that I am going to action. So in between, I can modify this objective or not, sir.
Sorry.
And like aim, we can modify anytime. So in objective, I fixed some objective for the research, and I gone even I feel that objective is not in right way. So in between, I can modify that objective or not, sir.
See, these all modifications and all that you can do before you are going to present your synopsis to your DRC. Okay, before you present your synopsis, these all should be finalized. Okay, and you want to tweak your aim, you want to tweak your objectives, but one thing has to be clear, that the objectives must be in line with the aim, and secondly, aim must also be in line with the objectives. So let me just tell you, we have one way of writing. We just write a problem statement, because, or you can say statement of problem. So whenever we are writing it, all the objectives must sync, or all the objectives must be a way to proceed further by attainment of that target or that aim which we have freezed. Secondly, all the objectives which you have written from 1 to 4 or 5, whatever, they must happen in line with each other. First objectives should be achieved first. Second or third may be achieved simultaneously, and fourth is the final outcome. So there has to be a flow, a logical flow is required. And when you are achieving your final objective, just try to match it with the title of your thesis, which is your aim. Or you can say it in this way, that the title of your thesis is the aim, and the objectives of the research are the objectives to achieve that aim. If you take it in this way, those things will be in proper sync with each other. Is it okay, Sunil ji?
Okay, sir.
Fine. Yeah. Amit Sharma, you have something to say?
Yeah. So you told, am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible.
Sir, you told that objectives are achievable and realistic. Sir, both are quite synonymous. How will we differentiate between these two qualities?
Yeah, achievable objectives are something which suppose means which you can achieve within the time frame, which you think that you can achieve within the time frame. For example, if I take a census survey for the India to be done as a target of my my PhD, right? So let me tell you, census survey happens only after 10 years. Do I have 10 years to just finish off my work? No. So though it is realistic, but it is not achievable. And because achievement you have to see within the time frame. The time frame which you have, within that time frame it must be achievable. Otherwise, what will happen? You have to keep on extending your PhD afterwards, and it will become a never-end process. So realistic, there are certain things which are realistic, but you cannot achieve within that time frame. Okay, for example, I want to invent this COVID vaccine. So that is what my target is. I am behind it, but I do not know when I will be able to achieve it. So I cannot write a PhD on it. It will be unrealistic for me to come up with, but because the scenario says that one day it will be, the human beings will be able to achieve it. So I hope I have answered you properly, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine. Thank you. Anyone? Anything else? Rituji, anything else, ma'am? Ritu, ma'am?
No, sir. For time being, I think you're actually very great.
Yeah. And thanks for your
very engaging, sir. More than the transfer of knowledge, I feel it's like, you know, if after listening to you, almost every class it keep me thinking, and I really wait for the next class to come. That now what are you going to?
So nice of you. Thank you.
So
that is actually my work, ma'am, because in research, until and unless thinking process will happen, I don't think that you will be able to proceed further. That's what is, we call it a critical thinking. We call it, because there has to be some angle in which we have to, you know, think of. Ashima ji, you want to say something, ma'am? Ashima? Ashima?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you want to say something?
No, sir.
Yeah, your mic was on.
Actually, sir, I want to know about the research paper we have to write in collaboration. Sir, what should be the subject of this paper, or it is from our coursework subject or anything else? Can you please?
Anything. If you wish to write it for your coursework, it will be contribution one target achieved.
Okay.
Right, because you have to write one research paper and get it published in Scopus. Before that, you will not be able to submit your PhD. So it totally depends on you. Okay, so how you want to achieve it, and if I would volunteer with everyone to collaborate with you. So whomsoever wants, I can be a part of the collaboration, and believe me, I will give a real input. It will not just be a formality, that right. So whosoever, because you also know my area. I'm from finance, commerce, and management background. Anything from management I can take up, right? So that can be done. So in that area, if you think I will be of any help, we will be able to collaborate. So now it's a time for me to just go in the next class also. So I will take your leave, and this recording will also be uploaded as the previous recording on the YouTube. Because why I'm uploading it on the YouTube, you need not to bother to just first download it and then again see it. You can directly click it and it can be, you can just. So thank you.